and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, I'm your hostess. Today I was planning on cooking and canning blackberries. Well, that's a bust, but I'll get back to that in a moment. We are going to take a garden tour here in just a few minutes, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what's happening in the garden before I go into the blackberries. I'm looking for organic seed, and I've used Baker Creek in the past, but my last time with them I left a bad taste in my mouth because every seed we purchased from them did not produce, and that was last year. So again, I don't know if it's the soil, the seed, or the combination. I know it's not my growing skills because I have been raising gardens since I was knee-high to my mother, and you know, I was out in the garden with her, hanging onto her skirt tails, pulling weeds, planting seeds, doing all of that in the kitchen with her when it was time to put the food away, you know, to preserve the food so we'd have food over the winter. All of that, you know, I was taught from a little bitty girl. So here we are, y'all. Now I'm going to get back to the blackberries. The blackberries, I had several gallons that I had saved last year in the freezer, and I had planned on doing something with them over the winter, but we just didn't get it done. I was doing so much canning last year, I didn't get back to them. So this morning I got up with a bright idea. I was going to show you a canning video on canning blackberry juice. Well, I scorched my pot, I ruined the berries, the chickens are enjoying the berries, the juice went down the drain, and the pot is soaking in the sink with some baking soda in the bottom because it's scorched. I had a smaller pot on. I did salvage what was in that pot, which is about a gallon, and I will get those juiced and jarred up, and I won't do it on camera. But we will do this, I promise you. We will have a canning video on how to do blackberry juice in the near future. Things happen, y'all. You know, this is real life. I cannot make it up. You know, things just happen, and there are days where you just have a bad day all day long. This is one of them for me. So let's go look at the garden, y'all. The mystery tomato that was given to me. I don't know what kind it's going to be, but these are all the beefsteak tomatoes, and they are really starting to pop out now. We've had all that heat, and I thought we would surely lose them, but we did not lose the tomatoes. So those are some tomatoes we have over here. These are running butter beans, and I lost one bucket of the lima bean seed. I think the chickens got to them. My cucumbers are not doing real great, but I do have a little cucumber right there. These are the birdhouse gourds, and to be honest, these are the best things I got growing in my garden this year. They must like this potting soil mix that we used. Come to the back side, and they are doing just fine. Now, my butternut squash, we don't know what happened, but they are dying off. They're little bitty butternut nuts on there. Can y'all see them bugs? I think those are squash bugs. That may what's killing them off. I'm going to get out here and treat this and add some fertilizer, and maybe they'll pop back. Okay, this is where I planted spaghetti squash, and it is not doing well either. But neither is my sunflowers. So it might be the squash bugs again attacking. These are the little Amish pie pumpkins. I planted 4 buckets of seed out here, and this is the only one that produced anything. So maybe we'll get some pie pumpkins out of this. I'm not going to reseed at this point. I had planted butterbean, the bush kind, in these, and I got nothing but sunflowers out of this one. And sunflowers coming up out of this, and a mystery plant back there that I have no idea. We have bush butterbean plants back here. We have some more bush butterbean plants in here. These are bush butterbeans also. And this one I need to get in here, and I need to weed. I got 2 of them that I really need to weed. My husband, when he goes out here to weed eat, he throws weeds into my beds. I got some bush beans and some sunflowers here. And my husband actually got out here and weed eated the garden area and moved all those purple buckets for me. So now we have nice rows. I believe all these are my Amish paste. I've got buds. They look puny. They're real viney. And I've got more on this side. He needs to get out here and weed eat. I've got blooms, just no fruit. This one, it's got some yellowing on the leaves. I need to come out here and clean up. And that one's got some blooms on it also. Looking really good. I planted 3 plants per bucket. These are in the purple buckets. And I still have that 1 tomato hanging on. That's the same tomato, y'all. It hasn't grown in size. Full of blooms. Just absolutely full of blooms. No tomatoes. So I don't know if we're going to get any tomatoes or not. Our sweet potatoes are doing really well. He's got some soil sitting there to put on top. These are red potato starts that we put in a barrel. And they're looking good. And the barrel's almost full. Once it gets full, we'll let it go until it turns yellow. We do have some blooms starting. So hopefully we'll get some potatoes this year. These are red potatoes that we bought. They're not the seed potatoes. Our asparagus has come to the point where it is going to go to seed. It's not producing any more asparagus this year, and we really don't have very many weeds in there. My husband got out here and weeded for me. And this is either winter squash or spaghetti squash. I'm not sure which. I can't remember which one I planted. And it's just taking its sweet time growing. It might be the location. Well, my canning adventure wasn't a total loss. I got 8 pints plus a half a pint of blackberry juice that is sweetened, and it is ready for the pantry. Tomorrow I will wash the jars, check the seals, get them labeled and put away. And hopefully I will get some more blackberries soon, and I can make some more of this up and do it on video.